Now I shall narrate the story of Pingala, the prostitute. Avadhuta Brahmana explained the story to Maharaja Yadu. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.23. Once that prostitute Pingala, desiring to bring a lover into her house, stood outside in the doorway at night showing her beautiful form. This is the picture of Pingala. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.24. O best among men, this prostitute was very anxious to get money, and as she stood on the street at night, she studied all the men who were passing by, thinking, oh, this one surely has money. I know he can pay the price, and I am sure he would enjoy my company very much. Thus she thought about all the men on the street. Pingala was very anxious to get some customers, as prostitution was the only source of her income. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.25.26. As the prostitute Pingala stood in the doorway, many men came and went, walking by her house. Her only means of sustenance was prostitution, and therefore she anxiously thought, maybe this one who is coming now is very rich. Oh, he is not stopping, but I am sure someone else will come. Surely this man who is coming now will want to pay me for my love, and he will probably give lots of money. Thus, with vain hope, she remained leaning against the doorway, unable to finish her business and go to sleep. Out of anxiety, she would sometimes walk out towards the street, and sometimes she went back into her house. In this way, the midnight hour gradually arrived. Here you can see Pingala looking for customers. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.27. As the night wore on, the prostitute who intensely desired money gradually became morose and her face dried up. Thus, being filled with anxiety for money and most disappointed, she began to feel a great detachment for her situation, and happiness arose in her mind. In Pingala cannot get any man, a great detachment arose in her mind, which gave rise to happiness. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.28. The prostitute felt disgusted with her material situation, and this became indifferent to it. Indeed, detachment acts like a sword, cutting to pieces the binding network of material hopes and desires. Now, please hear from me the song sung by the prostitute in that situation. Here you can see the picture of Pingala disgusted. Detachment acts like a sword to cut the reactions to our karma. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.29. O king, just as a human being is bereft of spiritual knowledge never decides to give up his false sense of proprietorship over many material things, similarly, a person who has not developed detachment never decides to give up the bondage of material body. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.30. The prostitute Pingala said, just see how greatly illusioned I am, because I cannot control my mind. Just like a fool, I decide lusted pleasure from an insignificant man. Unable to control the mind, Pingala was trying to enjoy insignificant men. But now she realized that mind was her biggest enemy. This is also explained in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 6.6. From him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.31. I am such a fool that I have given up the service of that person who, being eternally situated within my heart, is actually most dear to me. That most dear one is the Lord of the universe, who is the bestower of real love and happiness and the source of all prosperity. Although he is in my own heart, I have completely neglected him. Instead, I have ignorantly served insignificant men who can never satisfy my real desires and who have simply brought me unhappiness, fear, anxiety, lamentation, and delusion. Here you can see the picture of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the most dear friend of all living entities. This is also explained in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 9.18. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.32. Oh, how I have uselessly tortured my own soul. I have sold my body to lusty, greedy men who are themselves objects of pity, thus practicing the most abominable profession of a prostitute. I hope to get money and sex pleasure. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.33. This material body is like a house in which I, the soul, am living. The bones forming my spine, ribs, arms, and legs are like the beams, cross beams, and pillars of the house. And the whole structure, which is full of stool and urine, is covered by skin, hair, and nails. The nine doors leading into this body are constantly excreting foul substances. Besides me, what woman could be so foolish as to devote herself to this material body, thinking that she might find pleasure and love in this contraption? Pingala realized her mistake. Her body is a bag of skin filled with stool and urine. This is also explained in Nectar of Devotion 48. How can a person take pleasure in the enjoyment of sex life in this body, which is a bag of skin and bones filled with blood and covered by skin and flesh, and which produces mucus and evil smells? Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.34. Certainly in the city of Vaideha, I alone am completely foolish. I neglected the Supreme Personality God who awards us everything, even our original spiritual form, and instead I decide to enjoy sense gratification with many men. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.35. The Supreme Personality Godhead is absolutely the most dear one for all living beings because He is everyone's well wisher and Lord. He is the Supreme Soul situated in everyone's heart. Therefore, I will now pay the price of complete surrender and thus purchasing the Lord. I will now enjoy with Him just like Lakshmi Devi. Pingala realized that Lord Krishna is the most dear and well-wisher of all living beings. This is also explained in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 5.29. A person in full conscious of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerity, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.36. Men provide sense gratification for women, but all these men and even the demigods in heaven have a beginning and an end. These are all temporary creation who will be dragged away by time. Therefore, how much actual pleasure or happiness could any of them ever give to their wives? Please take note of this statement here. Even the demigods in heaven have a beginning and an end. Even the demigods will be destroyed with the annihilation of the universe. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.37. Although I most stubbornly hope to enjoy the material world, somehow or other detachment has arisen in my heart, and it is making me very happy. Therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, must be pleased with me. Without even knowing it, I must have performed some activity satisfying him. Picture of Lord Vishnu. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.8.38. A person who has developed detachment can give up the bondage of material society, friendship, and love, and a person who undergoes great suffering gradually becomes out of hopelessness, detached, and indifferent to the material world. Thus, due to my great suffering, such detachment awoke in my heart. Yet, how I could have undergone such merciful suffering if I were actually unfortunate? Therefore, I am in fact fortunate and have received the mercy of the Lord. He must somehow or other be pleased with me. Pingala became completely detached because of a great suffering. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.839. With devotion I accept the great benefit that the Lord has bestowed upon me. Having given up sinful desires for ordinary sense gratification, I now take shelter of Him, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.840. I am now completely satisfied and have full faith in Lord's mercy. Therefore, I will maintain myself with whatever comes of its own accord. I shall enjoy life with only the Lord because He is the real source of love and happiness. In this way, Pingala completely surrendered to the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.841. The intelligence of the living entity is stolen away by activities of sense gratification, and thus he falls into the dark well of material existence. Within that well, he is then seized by the deadly serpent of time. Who else but the Supreme Personality of Godhead could save the poor living entity from such a hopeless condition? Here, Pingala compares this family life to a dark well. This is also explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam 755. Prahlad Maharaj replied, O best of the Asuras, king of the demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body and temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen in a dark well where there is no water but only suffering. Here Prahlad Maharaj speaking to his father Hiranyakashipu. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.842. When the living entity sees that the entire universe has been seized by the serpent of time, he becomes sober and sane, and at the time detaches himself from all material sense gratification. In that condition, the living entity is qualified to be his own protector. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.843. The Avaduta said, thus her mind completely made up. Pingala cut off all her sinful desires to enjoy sex pleasure with lovers, and she became situated in perfect peace. Then she sat down on her bed. Here you can see Pingala very happy. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.844. Material desire is undoubtedly the cause of the greatest unhappiness, and freedom from such desire is the cause of the greatest happiness. Therefore, completely cutting off her desire to enjoy so called lovers, Pingala very happily went to sleep. Moral of the story: material desire is the cause of the greatest unhappiness, and freedom from such desire is the cause of the greatest happiness. With this, I would like to end the story.